she was grand. Fell in love, found out firsthand. Went well for a week or two, then it all came unglued. In a trap I can't grab. Never thought I'd be the one who'd slip. Then I started to realize I was living one big lie. She fucking hates me. Trust, she fucking hates me. Love, 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 love. I tried too hard and she told my feelings like I had none and ripped them away. She was queen for about an hour. After that, shit got sour. She took all I ever had. No sign of guilt, not feeling a bad, no. Break me down, you got a lovely face. We're going to your place, and now you got to freak me out. Scream so loud, getting fucking late. You want me to stay, but I got to make my way. Hey, you're crazy bitch, but you fuck so good I'm on top of it when I dream. I'm doing you all night, scratches all down my back to keep me right on. Hey, you're crazy bitch, but you fuck so good I'm on top of it when I dream. I'm doing you all night, scratches all down my back to keep me right on.
I hate the world today. You're so good to me, I know, but I can't change. Tried to tell you, but you look at me like maybe I'm an angel underneath, innocent and sweet. Yesterday I cried. You must have been relieved to see the softer side. I can understand how you'd be so confused. I don't envy you. I'm a little bit of everything, all rolled into one. I'm a bitch, I'm a lover, I'm a child, I'm a mother, I'm a sinner, I'm a saint. I do not feel ashamed. I'm your hell, I'm your dream. I'm nothing in between. You know you wouldn't want it any other way. So take me as I am. This may mean you'll have to be a stronger man. Rest assured that when I start to make you nervous and I'm going to extremes, tomorrow I will change and today won't mean a thing. I'm a bitch, I'm a lover, I'm a child, I'm a mother, I'm a sinner, I'm a saint. I do not feel ashamed. I'm your hell, I'm your dream. I'm nothing in between. You know you wouldn't want it any other way.
What's up?
Hey, how's it going?
Just living the dream.
Right?
How are you?
Never better.
Yeah. We're both alive. It was a beautiful day. What could be the problem?
Yeah, just living in the present moment here. It's all good.
Should we check on the problem?
Yeah, let's check on the problem.
Look at this motherfucker.
All right.
You haven't even told me the whole story.
Valerie wants to know.
No.
Valerie needs
What
the
do you
whole
mean?
story.
You fucking know exactly what the fuck.
No,
The whole
You could
story.
definitely listen to it speak. Hope everybody's doing well. Let me get this shit down before I get another lawsuit against me.
Another lawsuit.
That is definitely going.
Okay. I don't even think we need to bother. Like,
Okay.
I still have it going. Hold on, sorry. He's referring to posting my nudes on the internet.
Okay.
So he's fortunate that I didn't call a fucking lawyer. What?
Right. I mean, I'm at a point now where, like, I just assume that if I send like a nude that like it's gonna probably end up on the internet.
That's
So
what Jess was saying. Fair enough. Never in my life has that happened. Never in my life. That is disgusting.
it hasn't
over the
happened to
line.
me yet, but like I'm just making the assumption that at some point it might, you know,
Well,
and like
I'm not like out here sending nudes to every guy I ever meet. Like, probably
who,
it's
who
over.
cares? It's your if you want to, then you
Right.
should. And you know what? If some of my nudes got out, I don't fucking care. I
They're
look
just
fucking great.
boobs. Like, it's not a big deal.
Exactly.
It's just so disgusting. Like, I like don't. I still haven't wrapped my brain around it. He didn't even post my boobs. He posted my vajiji, and I never like to send those pictures. I think vaginas are like gross, you know?
Yeah, like what? Yeah, I know. I don't know why
So
they want to see.
I should have like stuck to my rule of like I never send those anyway, just like boobs only.
Yeah.
What can we do? We live and learn.
Yeah. I charge them now.
Yeah. How much are you getting? $10 a
Well,
boob?
I mean, it's only with certain people that I know that are constantly asking me for them. And I just like, I don't like doing it because it's like, then you gotta like take clothes off and then you gotta like find a way to position your phone and like it takes fucking forever and it's a hassle. So I don't want to fucking do it. So now I'm just like, all right, send me $20 and I'll send you a picture.
And it'll be like usually I'm in bed already, like or what like you want me to get up out of bed and like it's just asking for so much effort. It's not
effort. That's exactly what it is. It's like then I gotta fucking find lighting and then like I take a picture, it doesn't come out good, and I'm like, oh god, now I gotta take it again. And then I get super critical of myself because I'm looking at all these pictures that I'm taking of myself and I'm like, oh, that could use some work. Like, no, I don't fucking need this in my life.
Correct. Like you and I aren't the kind of girls that are like slamming selfies all day. I don't like sit around and take pictures all day myself. Thanks anyway.
No,
you know
it's a lot. It's a lot to, you know, for our self-critic to handle.
Yeah. I mean, maybe there'll be a good thing, you know, we learn a lesson with everyone we meet and move forward. Like,
yeah. But I mean, like, you know, if I do run for president or something like that and my nudes get out, like it shouldn't matter anymore. I mean, I think the standards.
No, absolutely not. We're grabbing them by the pussy. What's the problem?
Exactly. Like that kind of stuff isn't gonna eliminate me from the running, hopefully.
No,
but I am a woman, so the standards are different.
Well, so the reason I wanted to firstly, what's your advice? What's always your advice about getting involved with a guy?
Don't do it. Just don't. It's not going to be worth it.
So I did it anyway. Mary was right. Now I'm coming crawling back to her. But
okay, I have a lot of experience with this.
Right. Tell the people like what your general advice is about getting involved with guys.
So in my experience, every time I get involved with a guy, I just like become so enthralled with his life. I'm not myself anymore. And it's not necessarily his fault. I just become what I perceive as his like ideal woman. And like, that's not me. And then when I spend more time with me, I'm actually like really awesome. And like, this is who I want to be. But I can't be that when I have like the influence of a man.
Right.
And what does that do for me? What do I get out of it? So I get, you know, all of these expectations. I have to, you know, take him into consideration when living my life. And
I have to clean up after him.
Exactly. I have to share a bed with him and like, you know, be in his presence like all the time. And I just like, it's not worth it. It just does not, it doesn't make my life better.
Instead of being your individual self, you become your identity is now this man's partner, you know?
Right. Right.
And you lose a little bit of yourself. No matter how like independent you may remain, 100%. You still become this other human's partner. And so you always you're always going to lose a little bit of yourself. identity when you do that.
It's the way I think that we've been kind of influenced in society, right? Because I feel like women have always been put as this like supporting role to a man, and that gets in our heads since childhood. So I don't know if it's all necessarily society, or with me, I know I'm a little bit I'm neurodivergent, and that probably has something to do with it. It's not always the guy's fault that this happens to us, but it does. And
it's also not like it's not necessarily a bad thing to find the right person who doesn't put your naked pictures on the internet kind of thing.
Right.
Like, I'm happy for those women that find that. You and I are not, we were made to be different,
Yeah, I mean, like, I have gotten really good at pattern recognition, maybe too good at pattern recognition.
Well,
so I start to recognize these patterns.
To be fair, it's not that hard to recognize. I mean, they're all idiots. They're all
I'm like
stupid idiots.
And sometimes you see those red flags come in. You're like, you know what? I might be a good story, right? Think you're gonna get something.
You're having fun, giggling, and like, it's fun,
right?
And you forget, like Dr. Bennett. So like, I have there's a problem with my picker pecker. I need to fix everyone.
Right.
Can't be doing that. I don't have the time. I don't have the energy.
No, and they don't want to be fixed.
Right. They're not going to be fixed. It's the only thing in life that I'm pretty good at. Anything I set my mind to, you can't change human beings. And it is stupid to try.
Right. Know? And you're going to end up kind of tearing yourself apart in the process, because trying to change someone who doesn't want to be changed they're going to take some anger out on you.
And like, to be clear, I'm correct, and the changes I'm recommending should be implemented. It's like an alcoholic. If they don't want to go to rehab, it's not going to help to force them to go,
Right. Yeah.
And then I brought up old Pat's comment, because I'm kicked off Twitter for a week. Jake has had me kicked off Twitter for a week.
That's not very nice.
Especially since I didn't report the pictures. So he reported, I said, the knives are in the kitchen.
For Twitter being like we're free speech platform, like, people get kicked off quite easily.
Yeah. Insane. So for a week now, and then, oh my God, Big Dick O'Malley is calling me. I don't.
Oh, good time,
Connor, please. So we got monetized last night. Should be. Nice. Jess MB is saying the answer.
What's up, you fucking weirdo? How you doing?
I'm live. I can't talk to you right now.
I don't give a fuck.
Goodbye. Okay, Jess. Like, Jesse, I love you, but do you understand the vibe of this healing spaces? Girls rule and boys drool. Knock it off.
Yes.
So it should have been like a celebratory day. And instead he has me banned off Twitter. And then, I mean, I have no evidence. I don't know who's reporting my YouTube, but somebody's filed 150 fucking reports on my YouTube today.
Yeah. I mean, like, they're trying to silence you, and why would they do that? Because they don't want you to say what you have to say.
I'd also say it's Jake doing it. I think Jake sat there and reported me all day.
Yeah, I mean,
because he's a loser. Right.
There are those certain people who just, that's kind of what they're good at.
He's upset. He's upset that he's like not gonna have his prominent spot on Jess Machado's show where he fucks up Jeopardy. Like, what? I don't have anything to do. I'm sorry.
I don't know much about him, but I do remember that first episode he was on. And
That was like unwatchable.
well, it was like he was doing find the fake name. It was so fucking easy. I was like, is this supposed to be a hard game? Like you really gotta make it a little more difficult, buddy. She got everything right.
He tried. Well, listen, I'm like torn because I think there's like, I was saying last night that there's like a sadness in him that I recognize in myself. So I would never, when I meet someone that has that, like I would never abandon them or like throw them away. But man, he's making it a little difficult to like stick around.
Well, and that's some energy. That's energy that you're already trying to kind of like get out of yourself, you know, like, and then you bring someone else in who's also emitting that energy, and then you're just taking on more, you know.
Right.
So it's just like you really got to focus on what's best for you in that situation.
Well, also I think that I understand people think Jake and I are similar. There's a couple differences between Jake and I. One of which is like I'm a functioning human in society. He's not. So I've healed a little bit from my sadness, and so I have the strength to take on some of his. It's not my job. He doesn't want me to, and
you don't need that shit. You don't need that shit.
Who wants it? You know. So, but anyway. Not even close. That was like 2 weeks of my life. Who cared? We're done. Bye.
Right.
What's the worst breakup you ever had?
Well, I've only really had one major breakup. I was with a guy in high school. I started dating him when I was like 15, and we like grew up together. We got like a dog and a house and all that fun stuff. He kind of was a little bit of a hothead. So we bought a condo. We got kicked out of that place because he picked fights with everybody. And then we got a house, and I was in college. So like he was kind of handling everything. And he was like that guy in high school that like, she's all thatted me, you know, like I was like kind of nerdy and like, you know, I didn't wear makeup.
Rachel Lee Cook. Remember
Rachel Lee Cook. Yeah.
Her prom, she's so beautiful.
Yeah. And she like, you know, they took her glasses off and let her hair down and all of a sudden, you know, like, so that's pretty much what happened to me. Like I dyed my hair. I started wearing makeup and all of this stuff because this guy who really liked me because he found out I smoked weed. And like when he came to my school, he was asked to point out the person who smokes weed or who smokes weed. And she pointed to me first. So I was a cool girl. So he wanted to make me cool and pretty.
So it was fate.
Right. And then whatever, we got along great. We should have just been friends, honestly. We would have been really good friends. But he had this problem with like fucking other people all the time. And this was in like the early 2000s. So it was like there wasn't social media and stuff for everything to like, you know, be.
It was a simpler time.
It was a simpler time. So proving this stuff when he was a fucking liar was nearly impossible.
Yeah.
So I broke up with him.
We all have gut instinct. Ladies, always trust your gut. You don't need receipts. As Jimmy would say, you don't even really need receipts. Just go with your instincts. It's usually what you think. But anyway.
Yeah, it was like 8 years into this, 9 years into it. And I finally, he went to a Patriots game and he never came home. I lived with him. So I started calling his phone and he didn't answer. And then he turned off his phone, which I was like, I know what that fucking means. He's fucking cheating on me. I fucking know it. So I kept on calling like a psycho. Yeah. And that was a moment that I said, like, if I ever act like this again.
And right. And like, listen, now it's 2026. Jake will tell you, I have unlimited numbers. I will continue to call you until you pick up the phone.
Yeah, it's like it's that crazy. That's why I related so much to Karen Reed and all the phone calls.
Makes me snap.
And like that's not me. And it's like, oh, I don't want to be that person, right? Yeah. But this was back in
Exactly.
the day. So when his voicemail came on, I'm like, wait, I can hit like the pound key or whatever, and I can get to his voicemail. And I knew his password because he used the same fucking shit for everything. And I found 2 messages from a girl. She didn't say who she was, but like
And this is it's
this
voicemail
is
too.
it's in his saved voicemail. So these weren't even recent calls. They were ones that he
Wild.
fucking saved like an idiot.
Wild. Yeah.
So
What
I
a
knew
dummy.
it at that point. That was the fucking proof that I'd been looking for years. So I just
And you've been
basically
together 9 years?
9 years, yeah. And I just basically like it was Christmas Eve. So the next day I was at work and he called me and he's like, "Oh yeah, I passed out at my dad's." I'm like, "No, you didn't." And he's
Absolutely not. Yeah.
I'm like, "So I listened to the messages that you saved on your phone. So I heard those, just so you know. So I'm gonna be coming home to like get my shit and move out."
Yeah.
So on
And that's that.
Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, I had to answer that fucking question all day. Hey, then you know that guy that's you've been bringing around for like 10 years? Where is he?
Where is he? Yeah.
You know?
That sucks.
Yeah.
That's
And
horrible.
that was like the first call I made was to Carnival Cruise Lines to get my deposit back for the cruise that we had planned and everything. And it just like really, I don't know, really changed me, you know? And I never really had like a long-term relationship after that.
Well, it's traumatic. So
Yeah.
So the guy I lived with for 7 years, Billy, I like thought we'd be together forever, and we were in our early 20s. And it really isn't that important to me to get married. Like, it's never really been a goal of mine to get married. It's like seems so easy. Why would like? But so in any event, I moved in with him without a ring, which probably I would never do again. Actually, even if I got married, we'd probably have separate residences because, like, fuck this.
I always say that. I'm like, I don't want to give up my place.
Yeah. So Billy and I were together for like 7 years, and when Kate killed herself, that was really difficult for me. And I was difficult to live with. I was sad. And it just was too much. Like for me, I would had the reverse had happened to him, I would have persevered through it. Like it was a rough time, a rough patch, and we would get through it. I would never have abandoned him. He gave up on me. And left. He walked out. Like it was during March Madness. It must have been 2017, March 2017. And one of his friends was asking me when we were going to get married and stuff. And I was like, who cares? What? That's not even on the list. And keep in mind, it was the opposite of yours. I paid all the bills. He had 2 DUIs. Like he was very expensive. Like so we had 2 years prior to breaking up, we had like a breakup. And he left, and I wouldn't let him move back in until we wrote down a contract. Like I didn't need a ring, but I was like, I'm not putting any more money into this. Not to sound like I'm not trying to be an asshole about money or anything, but it's an investment.
Yeah.
And if what's going to happen is that like, in other words, why would I invest in someone who isn't going to be there for the long term? So we had done that when the 2 years prior, I would say he walked away with like 35 grand that he owes me still.
Yeah.
But you know,
sucks.
I'm not perfect. That was a really hard time. It was really difficult. Didn't get easier when he fucking abandoned me about it, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like sometimes you just got to cut your losses. Like when I left that relationship, the only thing that I owned was my car. So, I mean, I didn't own it. It was under my name. I was paying whatever, monthly for it. But I basically just packed up everything that I could fit in that car. And that's what I left with.
Yeah.
I don't cry, so that's not gonna happen. But
You're not getting any tears, Jake. Are you serious?
yeah.
Your car.
So but the worst part is that we had a dog and a cat, and I couldn't take them with me because I had to move back in with my dad and my evil stepmother. So I had to give up the animals, which was the worst part. And I swear I stayed with him for like a year longer than I should have,
For the
just
animals.
because I didn't want to, like, I knew I wasn't going to be able to take them.
Yeah.
But
it's horrible. That's
yeah,
that is
sometimes
difficult.
for the greater good, you have to get, give it up and just cut your losses, move on.
Yeah, and I think you have to go through the like first traumatic one to understand like the fault. There's going to be more, but you get better with practice, unfortunately, Like
Right.
some girls get lucky and get it on the first try. Then they wind up getting divorced later down the line. Like I would much rather keep getting dumped than have like kids I have to raise on my own. Fuck that shit. No thank you.
Well, yeah, again, I mean, that's the pattern recognition again. Like, we live in a society where like, if you're a woman, you're a smart woman, you go to college, you graduate college, you get married, you have 2.5 kids, you get a house, like, you do all these things to be accepted as a successful person or whatever. And I watched so many people go through that process, and they didn't seem happy to me.
At all.
They seemed miserable. Both, the man and the woman. They just, like, I saw so many people just get married because that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And not because they
and
actually
they get
wanted
married
to.
real young. That's the other thing of like in
all
my
of our
20s,
friends got married. Me and this
Yeah.
guy that I was with, all of our friends got married and got pregnant like 2 months later, I watched
Right.
that happen and I was like, no, I'm not ready.
And it's because that's what they thought. It's just what it's like they have their life planned out in advance. And it's like, I would never get married at 23. That's insane shit,
No, and we were raised to like live in this society that didn't end up being our future,
Right.
Like,
And-
no one saw what this world is like now. No one saw this coming. Like,
Right.
how would anyone have known? Like, the internet wasn't even a thing when we were being taught how to be, like.
What? How did anyone get married? I mean, there's guys out here that will put your nudes online. It's like horrific.
Exactly.
And then if you like go on dates, do you understand these guys are asking you to do not even normal butt stuff, quote unquote weird butt stuff before I even order a cocktail? It's hard out here for a pimp. You know what I mean? Like, fuck
100%. And that's the other thing is, like, there were a couple times I was like, all right, I'll try dating, I'll see what it's like out here. And I'm like,
yeah, and then I go see and I'm like, I actually want to go in. I need to get back in my bed and never leave.
This is a fucking terrible idea. Like, it is not safe for me out here. I am all set. I can just totally like do this shit on my own.
Like for me, so I'm pretty smart, pretty hardworking.
Mm-hmm.
I own my own house, my own business. Without fail, the problem is that I emasculate them.
You intimidate them. Yes, exactly. They all say, oh my God, I want like a strong, like independent woman. No, they fucking don't.
No, they don't. They want a little slut. Like,
yeah, they say they want that because they think it's hot when they see it. But then in practice, then it's now you're inconsiderate and like talking down to you. And it's like, I'm not. I just use the word.
You don't have it all. Like, I cook, I clean, I work. I make significant money. I also have a mouth on me, so you're gonna have to like deal with it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty slutty. I'm pretty good in bed. Like, you get a lot of the things that you want. But none of them are man enough to handle it. Like, they can't take it.
Yeah, and I've just gotten worse. I've just gotten
worse.
For
example, Jake is very talented, and smart, and artistic, and creative, and funny, and we were having fun together. As the minute that he got a little jealous about that people, I mean, he just got a little jealous of me. You know what I mean?
Well, and you see, you know, by that comment right there, it just goes to show that, guys, you don't really handle rejection great.
Correct.
You know, like you can't just say no, no matter how fucking nice you try to be about it. Like they don't accept it. Then, oh, you're ugly, you're fat, you're stupid. Like
Yeah.
there's got to be now justification for the fact that, you know, we didn't give them what they wanted.
Right. Why didn't it work out? Like,
Right.
and like,
she's crazy because she's crazy.
right. She's
always.
crazy. She's a crazy bitch. You know?
We're all fucking
Like,
crazy.
and
Yes,
it-
we are. We're all fucking
it-
crazy. So you just
correct.
have to decide what kind of crazy you're willing to put up with, or
Correct.
else no pussy for you.
Correct. And it also always happens when like, just as soon as like you're better at them than something, or as soon as like it's always something, it always comes down to like it's a combination of two things. They realize that you're better at them than something, and then also that they have feelings for you, and then they have to invent reasons in their head, like, so then they create a fictional reason to like
Yeah, they
walk
write a
away.
little story. Yeah.
Right. And when really like you and I are the greatest girls in the world, what's the problem? You know?
Yeah. I mean, like
If
that's
they
the
just
thing.
stuck it out, it would be worth it.
I mean, guys
Mostly
will
Jake
say
and Lorena
whatever.
Bobbitt them.
Yeah, and like red flag number one in dating, which I've done a lot of, but not long term. I've gone on maybe like 3 dates tops before the guy's like, all right, I'm not putting up with this shit.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I get it, you know, but I don't, when they're like, oh, my ex is crazy, I'm like, yeah, what'd you do to her? Like,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like
I
when
know
my
you fucking
teacher-
caused that. So what'd you do?
Yeah, like growing up, if I came home and said to my mom, like, oh, the teacher was so mean to me, she'd be like, what did you do to her? You know?
Right.
Like, what'd you
Right.
do to deserve it? There was never any. Isn't it weird how all men have crazy ex-girlfriends?
All of them do. Yeah. And some
What
of
a
them
coincidence.
legit are. Again, there are different,
Well, there are Babadukes out there.
yes, there are different like levels of crazy. And some of them like Will the Glarer, he likes them really, really, really crazy. Like that's a preference. That's fine. Oh, Mad Stork.
Shout out Mad Stork. Everyone go subscribe to Mad Stork 83. We love him.
Oh, we love him. So, yeah, it's just like crazy can also equal
That
fun.
was a Okay, so just to clarify, I just took a Claritin and Jake's calling me
Yeah.
a pellet. Okay.
Dude, that's fine. I've
Take
been
another
to, like,
Vicodin, Jake. What are you talking about?
I've been going back and forth with Tylenol and Advil all day because I need to get a fucking wisdom tooth removed and I have a broken ankle, so it's been difficult out there. But Jake, like why are
He
you
wants
doing
to be
this?
left. What do you mean? He wants to be left alone. This is him wanting to be left alone.
I see. You know, it's just they're not worth the time. They're not worth this energy. You know, like there are decent guys out there, just like there are crazy girls, you know, actual crazy girls.
Sure. Well, like Tom and I, Walter the firefighter. Walter the firefighter and
I mean,
like we've been hooking up for like 6 years, and it's never. There's a reason we're not together. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But
That's
like when it
me
matters
and
most,
Crash are on 13.
right? Like when it matters most, he's there for me. And also we recognize like the incompatibilities. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And that's what kind of sucks about Jake. I feel bad that because it's not Jake didn't like sign up to meet me during like a real bad couple weeks. Like that was a really stressful couple weeks for me. So I do feel bad. I mean,
but I mean, you figured it out. You figured out early things that would have been difficult potentially in the future, you know, like, and that's why when I first meet a guy,
like for whatever. We don't have to shit on Jake. It's not
Yeah.
like he's an easy person either.
Right. Exactly. And I tend to overshare like on first dates and stuff like that because like
Yeah, I'm just because
honestly,
I'm
like if
gonna
you
tell
don't
you
want
the
to,
truth.
if you're not gonna put up with me at my worst, then
Right.
you're fucking like
Right. Then let's not waste
it's gonna
any
come
time.
out. It's
Right.
gonna
Let's
come
not
out.
waste the time. Like I'm not
You
gonna
know?
like bullshit you. Because I know a lot of girls that will tell you like kind of like fake it till you make it, like get the ring and then they're locked in for life. I would never marry someone who doesn't know who I actually am, you know?
Right. Right. And that's why moving in I think is a good idea before getting married because you learn a lot there.
That or you just keep
Right. Like I've
keep separate
actually I go through these little spurts where I like consider maybe being in a relationship. Like I'll meet a guy and I'm like, oh my God, this is the one.
yeah, like, it would be nice.
It happens
to
still.
go to the movies with or something, you know.
Right. I watch a lot of chick flicks. And that's probably a part of the problem too. But like, you know, I get into those things. I'm like, oh, you know, like we're gonna live in a big house and like, you know, have lots
a
of
picket
animals,
fence.
go traveling all over the world and stuff like that. And like I get into that, but then I don't even know where I was going with that.
Well, so many things can happen in like that.
Yeah.
Even the people with beautiful white picket fences and 2.5 kids and a dog and whatever, behind the scenes, their lives aren't so beautiful either. So everyone always has, you never know what someone's going through. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
well, I mean, like
the grass is always greener on the other side. You know, they say that it's a saying for a reason.
Yeah, and
it leaves the lawn in front of the picket or behind the white picket fence.
And like I got into that whole mindset like when I traveled to Scotland. I was like, I would really love to have someone that I could travel with. You know, I'd really like to be cultured. I want to learn about the world. And like that was the whole plan. And then I went on a trip with a guy. He was going for a conference and he actually had a girlfriend. So he wanted me to go with him to the conference because I was his dirty mistress. What the fuck ever. I don't care. I thought it would be fun.
Kind of sexy.
Would be fun. Yeah, whatever, you know.
Like I'll be honest, sorry to the married women. Just so you know, like at insurance conferences, all your husbands are fucking me. Married people fuck around too.
They 100% do. They're all douchebags. And
at least I get to listen. I send them back to their wives nice and happy.
Yeah, like it's not my fucking responsibility. I'm not the one that got into a relationship like.
And if I meet you at the bar and your ring is off and I can see your ring tan, it's just not my. I'm not causing the end of your marriage. I actually am probably preserving it an extra couple months.
Dude, I have ended marriages before, and you know what? The girl turned out way fucking happier, and the guy's still a piece of shit loser.
Yep.
So, you're welcome. But anyway, so I went on a trip with this guy, and he was in conferences all day. So I was out like exploring the city and, you know, visiting landmarks and just, you know, walking around by myself. He commented that my walking was a little too bouncy. I was a little too bouncy when I walked.
Okay. Well, I guess
I have no fucking idea. I'm like,
are you prettier when you smile too? Like, what the fuck?
I don't know. Like, I'm a bouncy walker, so I'm too bouncy, first of all. So now he's whatever in his conferences, and I'm going around town, and people are fucking catcalling me and like, you know, cornering me at a fucking store or whatever, and asking me for my number and all that shit. Because that's just shit that happens to me. I don't ask for it. It just fucking happens. Like any women know. So then I go back to the hotel room and I'm reading a book and he comes up from his little conference. He's like, oh yeah, what happened today? I was like, oh my God, it's such a funny story. I was in a store and this guy came up to me and he was like, oh, can I get your number? And I was like, no, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, oh, so you mean while I'm sweating my ass off in a fucking conference room all day, you're gallivanting around flirting?
Oh, I'm sorry. Is he laying bricks?
What like?
You're sitting there listening to a speaker and you have a break every hour and there's air conditioning? What?
I'm like, calm the fuck down, dude. Are you serious? And he's like, yeah. He's like, what? Should I just shut the fuck up? I'm like, yeah, I think you should shut the fuck up.
Correct.
And he's like, get out of my hotel room. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now?
I had
no, like, I was, you know, I was a broke college student. Like I didn't.
You want me to get my 7-iron and end him?
He kicked me out of the hotel room. So I'm like thinking in my head, I'm like, all right.
I'm angry. My blood is boiling.
So I have so many stories like this. Like I used to go to work and people would be like, tell us about your dating adventures. And I was like, oh yeah, okay, this is what happened. So
well, we're gonna tell you guys they're not pleasant.
No. So I go out to the balcony and I'm just like thinking, I'm like, all right, I have a cousin that lives in this city, but I haven't like talked to her in like 15 years. That would be a really weird thing to fucking have to do. I don't have enough. Yeah, I don't have enough money to like get a early flight.
Is so fucked up. Anyway,
yeah.
Continue.
So I go back into the hotel room and I'm just like, I'm sorry. He's like, okay, that's okay. And I was like, okay. And I just like went and sat somewhere. He's like, do you want to go for dinner? And I'm like, sure. Like I just said yes to everything at that point.
What else can you do? You have to survive.
I mean, I bought the most expensive shit at that restaurant, but so we're walking around and like I'm just like kind of avoiding him. Like I won't look at him and stuff. And like he's just like, so what like is this how you're gonna act now? And I'm like, well, I mean, I learned something about you.
Right. I can't unknow what you did showed me who you are, and I can't unknow it.
I'm like, this is your hotel room that I'm staying in. So you have the power to kick me out. And you use that. And
to use that power is disgusting.
Right. I'm like, I'm done.
Like it is a gift that you would accompany him. You know, you got to appreciate that. That's the trade-off. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like some people have more money than others. It should never be wielded. I feel like I feel bad about what I said about kicking. Like I'm not gonna give any more money until what's her face is gone. But it was in my head. It was a joke. It didn't come across. It comes across as really tacky and awful. And I'm sorry that I'm sorry for everyone who thinks that about that. I would never like use money to make people capitulate, you know?
Yeah. And I mean, in a situation like that, it's like, okay, so now if I refuse to
he has a
have
responsibility.
Sex with you,
if he really is angry and he's invited you on the trip and doesn't want you in the room, then his responsibility is to get a second room for you to go to.
Right. Exactly. You know, like I could have been fine with just like leaving each other alone for a while, but we were leaving the next day. You know, we both had flights the next day. We weren't even on the same flight. I got my own like plane ticket to go on this trip too, which is fucking stupid. You just like got to get out. I mean, at that point,
there's 24 hours left. We can be adults and just get out of like, let's just exit the situation. You know? Yeah,
we can stick it out. And like, it's just like, it's another one of those situations that I've been in, another one, because that's just one story of many that I have, where I was made to feel unsafe. And like, I'm not like a scared girl, you know, like I went to Scotland by myself.
I can confirm that. I've met Mary in
downtown Worcester by myself.
Like, herself. Yep.
Like, I'm not afraid. I can,
unless she's feeding birds, but that's a different story.
Yeah, you know, it's just gravity, the only thing that can really get me.
Good call.
But yeah, I mean, like, I can't trust men to not just keep me safe, but not put me in danger.
Right. That's the difference, is that I can actually take care of myself and keep myself safe. It's a problem for me when if I grant you the privilege of my time and presence, I hope all the haters take this exactly as snobby and cunty as I mean it. I am a privilege to be around.
Absolutely.
Contrary to whatever Jake thinks. Like I'm so secure in how I can take care of myself. Why the fuck would I ever want to be around another person, a male that could potentially actually lower that security? Like it's stupid. I mean,
to put me in a situation where I could like have potentially just, you know, if I really wanted to be stubborn that day, which I am known to be, I could have just fucking gone outside and sat there,
Yeah.
you know, in the middle of fucking San Antonio, Texas. Fucking, that's where I was. Like, fucking no. So, yeah, I'm just like, I don't need that shit. Yes, I let my guard down, and that's what I do, you know, that, and it's not necessarily his fault that I do that. I just
right.
do.
And I'll just like, it is hard to let your guard down. And so when you do it and somebody does something like post your nudes on the internet, for the next guy, it's going to be the guard's not going to be easy to come down, you know?
Yeah. Like, and maybe I did let a good one go once or twice because of the wounds that I had from previous experiences, you know, and these aren't like, you know, onesies,
everything happens
twosies.
for a reason.
Yeah, this shit happens all the time. It's not like it happened like twice, you know, like this is the pattern.
Right. And I don't think it's like a reflect. We're kind of a specific type of woman, but for the people that are going to say like, oh, Mary and Jess are just like undateable, I don't think that's what it is. It's that we're we're too strong and too independent. And these men can't like just over and over. It's not just Jake. It's over and over again. These men cannot handle it. And I'm not willing to give up my strength or my independence for some guy.
Well, I mean, it's like, you know, all the reports that you hear these days from like the male loneliness epidemic, you know, because
how about that? Did you see the guy on Chat Roulette with Jess Machado 2 weeks ago? Like
I think I only saw the first one.
Oh, dude, it was like you would have hated him. A full incel, just like a 23-year-old kid who hates women, as they all like. And then he's like saying like, which is true. Nobody's fucking anymore. Nobody's drinking and nobody's fucking anymore. So yeah, good luck to their generation. I don't know what they're doing, but
yeah, I drink. The alcohol. So the alcohol was something that I gave up because of my dating experiences. Dating in your 30s while drinking is very dangerous. I don't know how I made it. I make terrible decisions, and I'd be in situations where I would have drank too much, and I'm in like a city far away that I actually can't get in my car and drive home, or else like I might kill somebody. Right.
So people think I'm like a big drunk. There's a difference between being home alone, and out there. Right. Big difference.
Yeah. And that's, I mean, the reason that I had to stop altogether was because I tried putting limits on myself and say, well, I'm only going to drink this, like, I'm only going to drink beers, or I'm only going to have this many drinks. And then like, next thing you know, it's like midnight and someone's like tequila shots. And I'm like, yeah, you know, like I always wanted to show off with my drinking. So if I can't moderate it, then I just have to give it up.
Right. So if you try to set limits and you are unable to, you obviously, the answer is you have to stop altogether.
Yeah, you know? Because when could people take advantage of me? When I was drunk. That's the only time. So that was like I was giving up my power. You know? So not drinking gives me my power. No one can take advantage of me now. And
and your mistakes are your own, you know. Right. You're not doesn't
which I still make terrible decisions, you know.
It doesn't mean you're perfect. It just means that you can take accountability for every mistake, you know, own every mistake you make.
Yeah, my biggest thing is I just want the ability to get in my car and drive whenever I feel I need to.
Yeah, so you can leave.
Exactly.
You know. Also because you can't feed the birds and it breaks your leg.
Yeah. My kitties, they'd miss me.
So anyway, those were our two worst breakups. 9 years for you and 7 years for me.
Yeah.
What else is going on? Did you hear that Nan Spaces?
Yes. Which is crazy. I mean, like,
dude, for her to double down on the shit about Jimmy is,
I don't know what, like, the thing is that if that were me, I would stop. You know, I don't understand what benefit this is
I
getting.
don't get it. I don't get it.
You know,
And I'm
like,
saying this as a person who's like fully come at Jake for 5 days, like that everyone's being like, you gotta chill. Look at Nan, dude. Why won't
yeah.
she stop?
And who's Jake anyway? Like, he's nobody. Like, Nan's going after everybody, you know?
Oh,
and
man.
she's like, she's not winning anyone over. So it's like, why?
But I
Why
don't
do you
even know
think-
what's her end goal. Like,
I don't either.
Like, are you making money off this, Nan? Are you?
I don't know.
What is it?
I mean, I don't know if the love
That's like,
of
what?
LTL and Crawford is like
Right. And
that
like
wonderful.
I just have news for Nan. LTL. There's things I know that I can't say, but he's not a good guy. And Crawford, I think we all can visibly see, is a loser. What are you doing? Like, is it her opinion that they're owed anything? Like, they never should have been here to begin with. Quite is my opinion, quite frankly.
Yeah.
People might think I'm in full disclosure. I'm sure many people think that about me, but these are
They're
true
boring.
grifters. They're true in the sense that like they don't believe the things that they're saying. And I know that
And they
because
don't have
they're human
anything.
beings.
They don't have anything like unique to offer.
Right. They're not.
You know?
They're not particularly talented. They're only ever talking about the topic of the moment versus like something that it might be stupid, right? That you and I are having a shit session on men right now, right? But you and I both feel strongly about it, and believe what we're saying. It's not like in other words, we're not saying this stuff just to like make money. We're saying it because it's true. And it's our experience.
Right. And like,
it's not like tomorrow we're going to wake up and have a 180 change of opinion.
Yeah. I mean, like, I made a YouTube page, and yes, it would be cool to make money off of it, you know, just because, you know, that's pretty sweet.
Everyone go subscribe to Mary. Didn't I pin it in the bottom of the chat?
Yes,
at merryb923. Let's go. We like to have our friends successful. That's what we're doing.
Yes, women helping women. And like, I feel like I have a unique perspective. I feel like I have things to say that can help people and help make the world a little bit maybe of a better place.
Yeah.
You know, so like
you are the change you want to see in the algo.
Right. That's what I hope for, you know, because I just like, I'm not about like the toxic positivity. Like, I'm not like, oh, just be happy and everyth's fine. It's just like,
right. Well, it doesn't help to be like fakely supportive of people. Like now listen, do you need to like, sometimes I let my mouth get away with me and say things, you know, I go a little over the line. But like, at least I'm saying what I feel.
You're authentic.
Right. And like this, like there's this kind of culture on like YouTube of like, we all have to, nobody can say anything bad about anyone else or else there's a huge, we don't have to get into it.
No, it's okay.
But like, none of the things I've ever said are what Nan, there's a difference. In other words, like the shit Nan says is, I would call dangerous language. Like, you don't, this shit about being trans and the insinuation that gay men shouldn't be around children is dangerous and disgusting. And it's not to be tolerated. Like,
it's hateful. It's hateful language.
Right.
There's so like no place for that. And like, you know,
well, listen, there's no
fucking bad enough, you know, why are we going to put more of that out there?
Right. And, if we don't moderate it within our like community or whatever, you have to moderate it yourself as citizens. Otherwise, they'll legislate it. And so we don't need hate speech being legislation. That is never something I would want. But when you see someone like Nan saying the shit that she says, you should call it out for what it is. And what it is dangerous and disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
And you shouldn't do business with her. You shouldn't associate with her. That's my
knowing
opinion.
what I know about her, I never would, you know. It's just
Right.
like
That's my opinion.
I don't think she's a good person. And like really that's my only kind of
right. Like I don't have to agree with you about politics or religion or whatever subject. I can usually get like a pretty good sense of if you're a good or bad soul.
mm-hmm.
Like your soul has to vibe with my energy, you know?
Right. Yep. Absolutely.
And Nan radiates bad soul.
Absolutely.
And look at, I mean, she went going after Kazi was wild. Like, I don't understand. Is she just trying to like be a drama farmer? But to what end? She doesn't have a channel. Like, where does she capitalize off of it? It's odd.
I don't know. And like, it's just one of those things that it's like, I was talking about this last night about like Kasi and Brando. It's one of
Brando's name out your fucking mouth, Nan.
I know. It's one of the most like heartwarming stories of this community in my eyes, that like MJ found Brando.
Beautiful thing. Yeah.
I saw Brando when he was in the kennel and like he was so sad, and then
like I will cry about it. This will get me
so happy. And they're saying free Kazi's cat because he doesn't even have a fucking name. It's like that is actually a really nice thing that happened, you know, and like to turn it into a negative.
It made Kazi, I think, a little he's a gentle, not that he needed to be gentler or anything. It just his connection with Brando is really special and beautiful.
Yeah.
And who would ever, any person that would look at that and be like, it's anything negative.
Right. I'm going to make fun of this. I'm going to make fun of this really, really sweet
very
thing that
weird.
happened. It's like, you suck.
Very
Actually, you suck.
Very weird shit. And then the shit about Jimmy, I don't understand why she would keep doubling down. They really hate Jess Machado.
Yeah.
What is?
Well, I mean, she's intimidating.
Is she?
It's as a
strong. Well, people say that about me too. Like,
yeah, you're a strong, independent woman. That means you're.
People think, like, for example, like Erica Walsh is intimidating. If you guys you've met her, Erica Walsh is one of the nicest, kindest people I've ever met. Like, people think she's this like big bully. No, we're not bullies. No. Like, just because
it's that tough exterior keeps the motherfuckers out, you know?
It's called protection. You know what I mean?
Right. We don't have all kinds of like just oodles of energy to be wasting on pieces of shit that don't
and the reason that we have that tough exterior is because it's been built up over the year. I mean, there are life experiences, you know, that have built up our tough hard shells, you know?
Yep.
And then it really fucking, when someone that's what really sucks about Jake, is that, like, I'm not like, we weren't dating, that's like kind of shtick for the internet, but privately we were like getting to know one another and having fun. And like I said, I recognize like a sadness in him that I have in myself. And that's what actually makes it hard for me when he doesn't want me to talk to him anymore. Okay. Roger that. But to me, it's like, but you're doing that because you're scared of the connection that we have, you know?
Probably.
Because I mean, I can't force it down his throat, you know?
No, and true. And that's, you know, the topic tonight. Toxic masculinity.
Would force his dick right down my throat. Like, I'll be honest, I couldn't. So Jess came on last night.
Mm-hmm.
She said she doesn't feel bad for me that he posted the nudes.
She doesn't feel bad.
Well, I guess I don't need anyone to feel bad for me. I know what she was trying to say. It just like comes. I kind of feel like even if I had provoked it, which I don't think, I don't know, maybe I could have done better. There are things I could always do better. You know what I mean? There's nothing ever that anyone should be able to do that would justify or warrant someone putting their naked pictures on the internet. And I've been thinking all day, I wonder if it's like a generational difference. Like her sentiment is any nude that you send, you should know will wind up on the internet one day. That just not my experience. You know, that isn't.
It isn't, and it doesn't normally happen. It's just like
right.
And for her to say that she doesn't feel bad for you, it's not necessarily saying you deserve
right. Well,
it.
I don't. Yeah, and I'm not like upset with her.
No, I know, but like I understand
like
how that can hit.
Right, it provokes my thought, kind of thing. Of
yeah,
like, am I overreacting to this? Like,
no.
I don't think I'm overreacting. No. I didn't report it. I didn't call the police. I did threaten to call the police because then Jake and I had an argument early this morning. I'm not going to do like, you know,
there's no instruction manual to
right,
like,
and like at the end of the day, it's such a violation of like the deepest. It just, I don't know what else to say other than it's so gross, you know?
Yeah, it is. And it's like, and in a lot of ways, when things like that happen to us, it's not necessarily a bad thing. Yes, it's something that sucks. It's right. Not something that you provoke or deserve.
It doesn't affect really my real life at all. Or
no, but it strengthens something in you, you know, right. and you learn, and like
it's a lesson to learn moving forward.
Right. It's wisdom.
Right.
And the only way you gain wisdom is when bad things happen, when you struggle.
Unfortunately, you have to go through you got to crack a couple eggs to make an omelet, you know?
Right. Right. So it's just like, it's an easier way to kind of like get through those trials and tribulations, to just be like, all right, something good will come from this, you know, someday.
And so people think I'm like this big whore. There's only like 3 guys I've ever sent pictures to on the internet. Jake, Baker, and the other guy from Valerie's Space. Literally. So I'm not.
Dude, who fucking cares anyway? You know, like.
Right, well, I think there's also.
I am a whore.
Right. I am a slut. Obviously, there's the other difference is like in this online community, there's a lot of 55 plus women, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Who I just don't think understand their sense is like you shouldn't be sending naked pictures of yourself at all, ever. Well, I'm 38. I've grown up like
I can do whatever the fuck I want, actually.
Right. Like, have you ever been in an AOL chat room and said ASL?
Yeah. Like, I did it when I was fucking 13 years old.
Yeah, I was like 13 years old, and I'm sure I was talking to sex traffickers. Like
exactly. We don't fucking know any better.
Right. And so like, they just don't have that. It's a generational difference. With no offense to them, I don't mean to like age shame or anything. It's just a generational difference.
Right. And I mean, people think differently, but like men never get.
I've noticed like a lot of people's reactions to Jake, like Valerie said she supported him posting my nudes on the internet. I wouldn't take Val for such a what a weird thing to say. I don't mean to get you in trouble. But like for any woman, in other words, for any woman for your instinct not to be immediately that's unacceptable and gross is odd. So I've been like trying to listen to the critiques of like, I deserved it and I shouldn't have been such a slut. And it's like, I hear what they're all saying. They've
never sent a naked picture before.
Right. And none of them are getting me over the ledge of like, they're not convincing me, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. And
like I can do whatever I want.
And the thing is that whether you do or you don't, you're going to get fucking labeled anyway.
Right.
So like right, exactly. I do what whoops, I dropped my microphone. Sorry.
Like that's what made me happy in the moment. And I'm not going to apologize, you know, for pursuing my own happiness.
Exactly. And, you know, probably I've done a lot of things that aren't the smartest thing in the world. You know, like my sister has been paying attention to my escapades since, you know, my entire adult life. And she's always like balking at it. Like, oh my God, what are you doing now? You know, like, you can't go to the fucking Wong Dynasty in your pajamas right now. You're drunk.
Why
you know,
not?
like that kind of shit. I was just like, well, I'm a fucking,
Sounds like a great
there's
time.
no one here that can tell me what to do. I don't
Get
have
this
that
scorpion
guy
ball, baby.
anymore. I don't live with dad anymore. I can do whatever the fuck I want, and I'm gonna fucking
Right.
do it. And like, some of those times
Right.
it was really stupid, but some of those times it was really funny, and I got a lot of good stories out of it. And
It was worth it. I would, if I could, who sings this? Corey Smith. If I could do it again, I'd do it the same. Not one regret, wouldn't change a thing. But like, there's certain like lines of morality to me. Like, that's one of the, you don't post girls' pictures or
well, I
men's
mean,
pictures.
it shows more, in my opinion, it would show more about him than
Right. I think
it
so.
does about
I
you.
think, listen, like, I was down bad on Friday. He had people kind of convinced that I was the problem. And like you just kind of let him keep going, because he's revealing exactly who he is. And I don't have to say that much. Everyone can look at his behavior, and I don't even have to make an argument about what's happening. Like, it's very clear, you know?
Right. And it doesn't matter what you do anyway, because people
Right.
are still going to say whatever the fuck they want about
Right.
what you did.
There's a certain segment of people that are just not going to like me because they don't like me, you know?
Yeah. The best
And
thing you can do is just follow your heart. And
right. It's none of my business what other people think of me.
right.
I just think that that's like, what if it had been, because so what people don't understand is that the pictures that he wound up posting were kind of mild. But he sent me text messages with way worse picture. He was going to put way worse pictures that would have affected my business, that would have affected my reputation. So I'm grateful that he at least had the decency to like check himself before he totally wrecked himself, you know?
Oh, I just want to, there's a thing in the chat that says, why is it okay for a TV to get titty pics if you send
right
them
here.
to him? Yes. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't have a problem with the sending and receiving of.
I don't.
Of
just so everyone knows, like, that is kind of normal course of business.
This is like,
for
especially
people my age.
If you're single, like,
right.
This is what happens. This is
right.
It's not awesome. It's not fun, but it's what happens.
Like we were saying at the beginning, it actually takes a lot of effort.
Right.
Usually you're like in bed asleep and you got to like get up, get good lighting on, like look skin, like it's fucking sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
and
that's like standard operating procedure, you know?
And like hate yourself more.
It's how people court one another these days. Like,
right.
What?
Right. So it's happening and everything, but it's just like, if you're the type of person that's going to take something that someone gave you in private and release it to the public, then
it's
that
just
is
like any other secret. It's yucky.
And he's utilizing the pictures that he has of you to control you.
Right.
And
he really got mad when I refused to be controlled, you know?
Right. He wants, and that's what it is to him. It's not about releasing the picture. It's about having the power.
He needs the power back. He lost a little power. That's his own problem. He fucked around and now he can find out. Like, I don't think he knew. I think he thought like kind of like Baker, like they thought I would like leave the internet about it kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Like I won't get you in trouble about Baker, but I'll tell that story another time. But like, all these men are getting many pictures. It's not just me. It's not just, you know, it reveals a lot about who you are to post them.
Yeah, because I mean, like a lot of people that have like, oh, can you just send a picture of me? Well, I mean, I don't want it to go get released on the internet or anything. I would never do that.
Right. That's always by the way, always the agreement. Everyone has that same conversation. Like,
it's like, okay,
you're not recording me, are you?
Like, it's so crazy for me to think that you might actually release this. Like, no, it's not fucking crazy because it fucking happens. And they always like treat you like you're some sort of like crazy person for like assuming that that's going to happen when the reality is it does.
Right. That's what's wild to me. Like, so this situation with Jake, like, look at this person saying he absolutely posted a picture of my vagina on the internet. That's what happened. That's just a fact. It's okay. It's not the end of the world, but like, that's what he did. And if that doesn't gross you out, something's the matter with you. If you think, in other words, if you think it's something to judge me about, not him about, then that reflects on you. Reflects on you, not me. What can I do?
And if you're a guy that's friends with him and he's doing this to women, like he probably would fucking fuck you over too in a second. Probably for a woman, you know, like
there's many examples. I seem not to be the first, or probably won't be the last. You know what I mean? Like,
right. And if you are a good guy, then you should be mad. You know, it's just like the.
I've learned a lot about. Here's one of the silver linings is that this KMS shit that we've been doing. We learned a lot really quickly, didn't we? We learned who the good boys are and the bad ones are. Mm-hmm. Not to say that none of them are perfect. They're all very annoying, very childish. But anyone that defends Jake, noted for the record, you know?
Right.
What are you going to do? So anyway, it's midnight. It's 12:15. What do you want to tell the people? Go sub to merryb923.
Go check out my channel. I do
at the bottom of the chat.
Yeah, we do some girl talk on Chick Flick Friday. I do guided meditations, a little bit of tarot, and who knows what else. Oh
my God. By the way, oh my God, what was the tarot reading? Remember we had all those cups and swords?
Oh yeah. There were a lot of cups last week. A lot of cups last week.
Yeah. And this all started like Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. I'll go back. I actually might reanalyze it because
it's always interesting to look back.
I think the cards are correct.
Yep. Yep. And there's going to be a lot of what's this week. I'm just going to look at the cards from this week because I saved it. There's a lot of swords this week. So swords are all about like
dicks.
Thinking mental. That too. Hopefully. Like mental thinking, the mind.
Yeah. That is what swords mean. Swords mean sharpen your intuition.
Yeah, and it's associated with the element of air.
Mm-hmm. To cut through.
Yep.
So we wish everyone a wonderful Tuesday night. Onwards and upwards to hump day.
Holla.
Send nudes, babes. Love yous.
Bye.
Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you.
Of course, my pleasure.
You always said, what did you say? I'm not going to tell you not to date anyone, but I'll be right here when they fuck you over. I love you.
Always. Bye. Always.
Met a girl, thought she was grand. Fell in love, found out firsthand. Went well for a week or two. Then it all came unglued. In a trap I can't grab. Never thought I'd be the one who'd slip. Then I started to realize I was living one big lie. She fucking hates me. Trust, she fucking hates me. your place, and now you got to freak me out. Scream so loud, getting fucking laid. You want me to stay, but I got to make my way. Hey, you're crazy bitch, but you fuck so good I'm on top of it when I dream. I'm doing you all night, scratches all down my back to keep me right on. Hey, you're crazy bitch, but you fuck so good I'm on top of it when I dream. I'm doing you all night, scratches all down my back to keep me right on.
I hate the world today. You're so good to me, I know, but I can't change. Tried to tell you, but you look at me like maybe I'm an angel underneath, innocent and sweet. Yesterday I cried. You must have been relieved to see the softer side. I can understand how you'd be so confused. I don't envy you, I'm a little bit of everything, all rolled into one. I'm a bitch, I'm a lover, I'm a child, I'm a mother, I'm a sinner, I'm a saint. I do not feel ashamed. I'm your hell, I'm your dream, I'm nothing in between. You know you wouldn't want it any other way. So take me as I am. This may mean you'll have to be a stronger man. Rest assured that when I start to make you nervous and I'm going to extremes, tomorrow I will change and today won't mean a thing. I'm a bitch, I'm a